Hello everyone and welcome to Smash Chat, and today we have ED Games
Oh, we gotta say hi? Oh, alright, hi.
and Reeveelution.
Aloha.
And today we're going to be discussing the ARMS trailer that has, well, our ARMS character, Min Min. But before we get into all that stuff, let's go over Sakurai's collection. Can we just, can I have this set up, please?
Yeah, Sakurai's a gamer, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe this guy who helps make video games plays video games. It's unbelievable.
Did he have two PS4s?
I think he had
I think
three.
he did. I'm on the video right
It's
now.
either with 2 or 3, because I knew he did have a Pro and a Slim, but I think he did have a base PS4 as well.
Yeah,
I know he had 2 PS3s and an Xbox One.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
I noticed the Xbox One.
he's got SNESes, all that good stuff.
I'm a little disappointed that there's no N64 there. There's no N64, there's no GameCube.
It's in the closet.
There's no Wii, there's no Wii U.
Sure, it's out of the shot.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in his closet.
His
That's
retro gamer room.
yeah, the PlayStation 1. I don't think I saw PlayStation 2 though.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. That looks too outdated, man. In this nice room.
No Xbox, no Xbox 360, but an Xbox One X. So
Nice, respect.
he's got that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did he have a Sega 32X? What was that? is
Maybe I'd
something-
have to
I
look
think
at
that
the
is.
picture again.
Yeah, it might be. He's a PS1, I can see that. Wait, is that
It's
the
really-
mini?
It's really, really hard to tell, but he's
Yeah.
got his collection there.
Yeah, point. He's also got 2 TVs. Respect to that.
My gosh, I can play games and watch TV at the same time. And that's just like, that's everyone's dream.
I can
that
play. I can
Dreamcast?
play Smash and watch the Garfield show at the same time. It's a miracle.
I'm not sure if that's a Dreamcast, and I can't tell due to the size of the picture I'm looking at.
Anyways,
Yeah, moving on, we can move on. We'll move on to the trailer itself, and... Oh, okay, when you saw Min Min, you knew it was her. When you saw the ramen, it's like,
yeah,
it's
that's
her.
Min Min. It's
her.
noodles, man. It's
Too
noodles.
obvious.
I was really...
No, it's like you see the noodles. It's like it's noodles. It's gotta be Dr. Coyle.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, I thought you mean
Gex!
Helix.
It's gotta be Gex!
It's Felix, man.
But yeah, it's like, that was kind of the clear indication. Yeah, it's gonna be Min Min. I was really, really hoping it was the hero situation alt where it'd be Springman, Ribbon Girl, Ninjara, and Min Min. So it's like, just to have Min Min, well, I'll get into that later when we get to the right quote. But yeah, this just felt like that whole Lucina Robin trailer again, where Crom got beaten up. And here you see Springman, he's the first one to get it. He's so happy. He's like, I'm not gonna be an assist drill for you anymore. No, you ain't.
And then Ribbon Girl's like, nah, your hopes and dreams are gone.
Yeah, she
There was
didn't even-
actually an official piece of artwork that the ARMS Japanese account released, and it shows Springman in a window behind.
Yeah.
It's very disappointed.
He's
Besides that.
Yep, he's the new Crom. He's the new pity character. Darn it, I have to support him now out of pity.
Dang it.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Unless Springman's gonna come in as like an Echo Fighter, he ain't getting in. This ain't... the rest of the DLC, he ain't getting in unless he's a bonus Echo Fighter. And that, it's really hard to see that right now.
Especially since we've had no bonus Echo characters for DLC so far.
So far. That may be likely to change because of what he said later on, but we'll get there. Other than that, though, I thought the animation looked really nice, very distinct and unique from all the other trailers we've had so far.
Yeah. It's still CGI, but it's like very stylized in how it looks.
I'm a bit confused as to how, like, Min Min looks so normal and then she transforms into the ARMS fighter.
There's probably like lore stuff behind it, like because I know normally she has like works at like a ramen shop, so I assume these people have normal arms normally, but then they can somehow transform. Like, all right, now I have noodle arms.
I honestly thought that it was in lore that they were always with those arms after they obtained them, but I guess some characters might be different, or if it's like that for everyone, that they can transform at any point. I really don't know.
I feel like the transform thing. I wouldn't want to have these arms all the time, really. Like, dang, what if I'm trying to play video games? Like, where am I gonna pull where am I gonna pull this arm?
Imagine they're playing motion control games.
Gah!
They're hitting the ceiling light.
It gets tangled with the nunchuck.
Gets tangled up in the ceiling fan.
And the arms would be too close to the TV, and you have to keep retracting no matter what you do, and it still doesn't work.
Let's move on to... It's what the conversation that came up afterwards was. It was just... It kind of confused me. It's like, okay, so Min Min's the character. That's fine. It's like... And it was proposed by the director of the game. It's like, okay, that's okay, that's fine, I understand that. Sakurai's trying to work with the directors of the games as closely as he can. It was a personal request from them. Totally fine. But then when he mentions, like, when you might be thinking Springman is the main protagonist, but everyone is the main protagonist in ARMS. And that's where I'm like, if that's true, why didn't you just try and put more characters as the ults? Why not try to represent more of the protagonists?
I think the reason, like, Mimo specifically, and why, like, they only did Mimo is because, like, well, first off, the arms she has are, like, very specific to her character, I assume.
Well, no, actually they're not. Like, anybody, any character can have those arms.
Can they?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You just have to unlock them.
Well, I just know, I think, what's it called? The dragon thing is just, like, most significant to her, basically.
Yeah, like, I mean, that feels about right. But...
Yeah, because every character has their own designated, like, starting arms, which is, like, the 3 types that she has. But then you can eventually unlock different arms for every character that are shared among the entire cast.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't understand that people who were, like, supporting only Min Min, when it's like, I wanted to support more characters that also included Min Min, but I guess if you had to sacrifice it so that it felt like the character was being fully represented and not sharing the entire moveset, then yes, Min Min looks great.
Yeah, because I know Min Min basically was the fan favorite for pretty much most of the people. Like, even if those want to bring to her, it's like, yeah, I like Min Min.
Even when the game first came out, she was already a fan favorite.
Yeah, she's already really popular.
I'm still a bit confused as to why Sakurai brought up the whole when you search Springman's name, it also comes up as a manga enemy, and I'm like,
that's probably just standard talk. The same reason he brings up the like binary in the Byleth live stream.
I mean, I just did a search for Springman, and I saw only like 3 things. I saw a very generic-looking Spring enemy that might have been the character he was talking about. I saw Springman from Mega Man, and then the most of it was just Springman from ARMS. So maybe the search is different in Japan.
Probably.
Possibly.
See, if you type Springman in Japanese, it's...
That's a possibility. But, okay, so yeah, it's Min Min. The assist trophies thing hasn't been defeated yet, but the spirit rule is officially dead. So at the very least, I am happy about that. And I tried to record my reaction even like before it happened, saying like, you know, at the very most, I'm hoping it's the 4 alts. Otherwise, I'm kind of hoping it's Springman because it defeats the assist trophy and the spirit rule. But if it is Min Min, it still defeats the spirit rule, and that's still a win. So I'm not mad that Min Min's the only character. I just feel confused. That's all.
And personally, I never thought that the whole spirit fan rule was, you know, technically really say it on. Especially if you look at like Smash 4, where there already were trophies of Mewtwo and Lucas, and they still got in as DLC later. I mean, granted, they were returning characters. I still, like, from that logic, I didn't think that spirits excluded anyone from becoming a DLC fighter.
I mean, listen, these reveals love breaking those quote-unquote fan rules that's made up, like, or Byleth is just like, the rule's like, alright, each of these characters are third-party, welp. And then for this one, it's like, only spirits are players, can be new fighters, welp.
And yet, I still haven't learned my lesson, because I'm going to say, yeah, spirits don't deconfirm a character. However, I'm not going to be expecting any characters that came after the game came out. Like, the base roster
let's write
spirits...
that down. Write that down.
Yeah, the spirits that are in the base game, I think they have a fair shot at being DLC. Spirits that came after, that might be a bit more tricky. So I'm not going to get any hopes up for Leon Kennedy. Sorry.
Yeah, and not even like the protagonist from Astral Chain. We're not getting Akira. I don't think so.
Alright, writing this down. Storing this for future use. Okay.
Yes. You can quote me on this later. If I'm proven wrong, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's just the way I am right now because I'm trying to be cautious. I just feel like I'm setting my expectations, that's where they are.
Alright.
So, with that out of the way, let's talk about her moveset. This sounds like it feels like she has a lot of openings, and at the same time, she's also going to be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah. It's like, dang. She's like, why do they call Byleth the distance demon when that's very clearly Min Min?
Yeah, Byleth doesn't really have much of a shot anymore except with his... Oh no, he doesn't even have a shot anymore. That little arrow shot, no, it can be reflected. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it's like, Byleth is useless now. Here's Min Min.
Yeah, Min Min, time to replace. These fighters are just gonna replace one another, one after the other now.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of how it's always been going.
Yeah.
Here's this character, it's broken. Here's the next character, that beats that character. They're super broken. And the cycle repeats.
Though I think that hero can still stand amongst the ones that doesn't really have anything taken away from him. I still think that he can still stand strong.
Yeah, depends on your dice roll.
Random crits and supercharged fireballs with random killing moves. Yeah, I think he still has a good chance out there.
Yeah, still love the others though.
Oh, yeah. Continuing on with her moveset, though, credit to Delzathan because apparently he got the prediction right, where he was suggesting that maybe the arms fighter would be able to do 2 moves at a time, or at least like 1 move and then quickly do another move. And I was thinking, that sounds like a balancing nightmare. But then they show it off, and it's like, okay, because it is very slow with a lot of end lag, this does seem reasonable.
Yeah. And also apparently they can charge up both of them too to get like more powerful variations.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot to deal with.
Yeah. It does seem like it takes very slow though, so like what's it called? You probably have a lot of reaction that does that.
Yeah, and it's not like getting hit by the spring is what's gonna hurt you. It's just that piece. It's just the arm thing itself.
Yeah.
It feels like she's more of a Rosalina and Luma sort of situation with disjointed hitboxes.
Yeah.
Only in this case, I feel like she's a bit slower and really leaves herself open to attack. That's not to say that she doesn't have some really good-looking moves here. Her moveset basically looks like it's part Pokemon Trainer, part Shulk's Monado, where she's able to switch between different arms, which is what people were speculating on in the vein of how were they going to do this, and it's like I didn't see a problem with being able to switch it during mid moveset, or if they were just going to give make an arm like a different attack for kind of like what they did with Byleth, where it's like this attack becomes this arm.
Yeah.
But,
and also, for when people do get close, she also has that up tilt thing, which is also actually the reflector, which is neat.
Oh, well, that's her up smash, right? The up tilt is her...
I believe it's her up tilt.
Yeah, seems like her up tilt.
Well, the picture will tell us. The video on screen will tell us if it's the up tilt or the up smash, because I could have sworn that was the up smash.
Either way, you kick up and you reflect.
That is correct. She has her own little reflector, so she's not completely going to be caught off guard. Though she doesn't really have a counter, so
yeah,
that's fine.
So also, it seems like people who can get the timing down that'll probably be very helpful for them. But I probably won't, so I'll just keep trying it. Like I keep missing, keep getting this time wrong.
You could just use the up B to get away because that's basically all that the up B is good for.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna attack anything. It ain't gonna reach. It'll grab a ledge, but when it does anything, it's just like you get invincibility escape. That's cool, I guess.
And also, like, her down tilt seems to be like another one of those, like, you just launch yourself down like Zero Suit in Sonic.
Yep. They really wanted to make sure that they put the legs feature in there. That's her normal
legs,
jab, too. It's not even, they don't even call it a rapid jab. I'm like, why isn't this?
No.
Her down smash kind of feels a bit uninspired, let's put it that way.
Yeah. What's the down smash again?
It's Fox, Falco, and Sonic.
Oh, split the legs.
I guess the job done, but it's been used on so many different characters that really is to be expected at this point.
Yeah.
I kind of would have gone with like a spin sort of down smash, but we didn't really cover all the different arms, but it kind of works the way you would think. It's like you get an extra dragon for the laser, you get a little the ram for quickness, and then you get the heavy arm, or whatever that arm is called, the big one that's gonna basically kill at very low percentages.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was it, like from 40% to 70, and then just dead in the presentation?
Considering how slow that one is, I feel like that will end up being used the least in most situations.
Unless it's like in a group match.
Yeah,
Well,
probably like in a group match, it'd be pretty fun to use.
To be fair, that had to be a fully charged forward smash.
Yeah, to actually kill. Like, dang, you can just get away with that time.
And she can use it without getting countered.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's also a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, like she is completely free. Like this is a character that is going to be super hard to counter when you with people that love to use the counters. Unfortunately,
yeah,
characters like Incineroar and Joker, whose counters work differently, that might be a bit of a problem for her.
Oh, that won't have an issue with Shulk, would it? Considering how his moves.
That depends on how far he gets his reach with the Monado.
Suppose so.
If he can reach her, she might be in trouble. If she can jump out of the way, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, but what would it do against Bayonetta's Witch Time?
That's a good point. I feel like
it's not really a counter, so I don't know.
I feel like it would still slow Min down. Because I feel like I've had other instances where like something far away you hit Bayonetta, but you still slow down.
Wow, Bayonetta is going to be like the big counter to Min Min. I'm calling it.
Yeah,
now.
probably. Yeah, I could see potential with that Witch Time.
Witch Time and the aerials. Sakurai did say like she's going to suffer against some aerial characters, and Bayonetta can still pull off some amazing aerial combos. Just look at the mighty Dialga.
Yeah, I've seen what he can do. What do we think of her final smash?
It's appropriate.
I guess it's like, it is what it is. It's just trying to get all the ARMS characters in there as a final barrage.
Except Helix. F in the chat for Helix.
Wait, was he not there, or?
I don't think Helix was in there.
It was in the trailer, but I don't think it was in the final smash.
Let me check the final smash again. Helix ain't there.
Ooh.
They did my gooey guy dirty.
That they did.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, I've just kind of accepted at this point that like cutscenes final smash are just gonna be like the standard for like all of the characters.
Oh yeah. I
Yes,
guess it's more like, what are we going to see in terms of
what kind of
smash?
visual, what kind of spectacle are we gonna be given now? This kind of thing. And that was pretty good.
Because when we think about it, all the DLC characters so far have been little
They've all been cutscene
movies.
Smashes.
With the exception of Piranha Plant.
They're all on Piranha Plant, yeah, true. But like
he was
starting with the
supposed to be part
DLC
of the
Fighter
base
Pass, it's
roster.
all been cutscene final smashes.
I'll say this. It's still a whole lot better than Byleth's MPEG Final Smash.
Yeah, JPEG. Yeah, that one was a pretty weak. I did like Terry's though. Terry's was cool.
Yeah, get ready for the big boss!
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. How do you pick Min Min as the character, but then you give her Springman stage?
Yeah.
Hi, have some salt for that wound. It feels so stingy.
If I were to think of something, it's just that at the same time, like, all right, we don't technically have like the quote unquote Springman, but we need the stage that represents arms. I got it. The first one. What's it called? Springman. It's something with spring in it. Well, sorry, Springman. You're getting done dirty.
Oh yeah, it still kind of looks like it'll be a fun one because of the springs, but it's just like, why didn't you? If you liked her so much, why didn't you give her her own stage?
Yeah.
Is it just?
I mean,
because
just
they didn't have
looking
anything
at
to
it,
work
like,
with?
you could tell me, like, this is just like the standard arms kind of just arena. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. I guess like the basic arms. So I was like, all right, I'm fine with this.
I still think that it would have been more appropriate if, it'd switch between different character stages and have Min Min be one of the ones featured. I like how Garreg Ma goes to different places and other things like that. It just
like
would have been more fitting to represent the franchise instead of just focusing on one stage that doesn't belong to the character that got in.
Yeah. I mean, what's it called? At the very least, they were to make the stage like a lot more intricate. That's not like a Byleth stage, because they're like you do go through multiple places, but they're all pretty basic runoff areas.
Yeah. I mean, at least they tried. They tried to represent three houses, as best as they could.
Yeah, just around the monastery.
Also, real quickly, the music tracks that they gave us.
Yeah.
Why are the first-party characters only getting 2 remixes?
Yeah, that's a good point. Only 2 of them are getting remixes. The ARMS theme and Min Min's theme.
Yeah, I guess it's still better than getting no remixes. Square Enix.
Yeah.
But still, I look at Joker, who got a couple. Banjo-Kazooie got 7. And then Terry, I lost count.
Yeah, oh my god, they went nuts.
I think there was like 30 or something.
Yeah,
I think
we blew the budget on Terry.
Yeah, they blew on Terry now. No remixes with the next person. We're getting a Square Enix rep and there's no music.
That's how they save money.
Not just no remixes, no music in general. You get nothing. Take environmental noises from Pikmin.
Oh no. Oh. But yeah, okay. So her stage. I guess if you want to call it her stage, it's not really her stage, but it's the stage that goes with her.
The arm stage.
The arm stage. The springs look like they launch you pretty far. I could see this being fun to mess around with and then turning it off forever. You know how every stage normally goes.
Yeah, I mean, I do still go back to Terry's stage because I legitimately really like that one. Its gimmick is pretty cool.
That is a fun one. I won't deny that. I guess we can move on to the Mii Costumes. Oh man, are we gonna have some fun with this?
Yeah.
First up, we get another ARMS character. It's Ninjara, which, okay, this kind of completes the whole 4-hero alt that I was kind of hoping for. We have a Springman and a Ribbon Girl Mii costume in the base game already, and Ninjara kind of completes it. So now you can play as Springman, Ribbon Girl, Min, and Ninjara in a certain way.
I think the reason they picked it though was because I think Ninjara was like the second pick they would have had instead of Min.
Right. He said it too. He was actually thinking Ninjara. So
but then it's like, no, Noodle Girl.
Yeah. No, Ramen.
Ramen, dang it. He ain't got no ramen. Also, saying Ninjara is so weird because that other game Ninjala just came out. So
that's true. I need to play that.
Yeah.
I
played it for a bit. It's interesting.
I think the next one they showed off was the Tekken one, and I was like, oh my gosh, if it's Hayachi, I'm saved. I'm saved. Lloyd has a chance, and it's Hayachi. I feel so bad for the Hayachi supporters, but
sorry,
I'm probably digging my own grave because I'm pretty sure Lloyd is next, and it terrifies me. But at least he lives another day.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I wanted Lloyd.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm really hoping Lloyd Irving gets in. I have to make his moveset video at some point.
Yeah.
Then the next one were the Splatoon characters, Kali and Mari.
Which I believe already were in Smash 4, so just being reused again.
I
believe so.
I don't think so. I think it was just the Inkling itself that were the Mii costumes.
Yeah, I think
might be the case.
Yeah. I mean, some of these just kind of feel like, were these in Smash 4? I don't remember.
I remember, based on what I've noticed, like every first-party Mii costume that was in the 3DS Wii U DLC, they've all been in the base game. But it's the third parties that have been cut so they could earn the extra profits.
Yeah.
I understand that. But then we get to the big one. We get to the one where Doom Guy supporters are going to be going through the roof now, and it's going to become this new war where it's like, oh, if you don't put this character in, something's really wrong here. And now I'm facing a double standard with what I was doing with Rayman because Volt Boy is a Mii costume. It looks hilarious. No music track though. Very odd.
It's odd. I mean, there's no Flora Fury in Halo. No, this ain't Halo. Whatever this is.
There's no Fallout track, which
Fallout track. All right.
I've been hearing rumors, like even from when the game was coming out, that Vault Boy was going to be a playable character. I'm like, that's so stupid. And then it turns out it's a Mii costume. I'm like, okay, that at least makes some sense and it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's just the same. It's just the same thing. It's like what I was saying about with Rayman. It's like, okay, you've put in 2 Ubisoft characters as DLC Mii costumes, and Rayman still doesn't have anything. Either he's gonna get a Mii costume or he's gonna be a playable character. Otherwise, this just doesn't make sense. And now the same thing is gonna be in the case for the Doom Guy the Doom Guy squad. And it's like, so does this mean we're gonna have both Rayman and Doom Guy basically confirmed, or are we just gonna have 2 angry fan bases?
It's a war. It's time for war.
Like, I would just want an explanation. That's all. That's all I want is an explanation as to why the characters that have been requested aren't getting picked. I'm not sure he's allowed to do that. Maybe we'll get a statement from the companies, because I think at this point it's like, I don't even know what's going on with the interviews that Bethesda has been saying about their characters getting into Smash. It's like, I'd have to go back and look at them. It's like, I heard Doom Guy was like, they've never been approached, but then Bethesda has been in talks about Smash, and people started saying that was going to be the Doom Guys thing. I have no idea what's going on.
Very mixed responses, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay, with Rayman, the spirits are no longer an issue. Now the main enemy. How would they make the amiibo?
Well, that
if he's
I'm
a
not
Mii costume, how do you make that?
Oh, it's a Mii costume. You just get rid of the arms. Just
get rid of
fists. That's it.
Mii costume.
Just get rid of the arms and legs. Boom, you got a perfect Mii costume.
Y'all can complain about the hitboxes later.
Yeah. Like, let's put this into perspective. Let's say Rayman gets to become a playable character, but Doom Guy becomes a Mii costume. Are people going to be outraged over that? Probably.
I'd say most likely.
If Doom Guy becomes a playable character, but Rayman becomes a Mii costume, I think it's safe to leave the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I got off Twitter a long time ago, so that's one part of the internet gone for me.
People will complain for 2 weeks, and it's like, alright, next thing.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on the whole
moving on.
Twitter
Where's Lloyd?
thing. Yeah. I'm right there with you on evacuating Twitter. I was just like, this isn't a fun website anymore.
It was fun.
Oh, good point. Good point.
It was fun.
The art and the gaming community, but now even that has been tainted by the craziness.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further, but I know what you're talking about.
Anyways,
at least I think I do.
Controversies. Let's move on to real things that matter.
Okay. Next up, let's talk about the Spirit Boards and the rematches, because I just felt like this was something... Okay, I'm happy that we can finally rematch some of these spirits. I'm still making the list of spirits for Smash that can be promoted. So this makes it a little bit easier to get to the ones I need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's just kind of... it's just some of those... How do I put this? The ones you want to rematch are the ones that give you the biggest difficulty because they're the biggest challenge. But there's also the ones that just felt so... straight out of heck sort of spirit matches. And they went over how to actually beat them in such a simple way.
Yeah, it's just like, alright, here you complaining about how to play my video game. Alright, here's how you actually play, you scrubs.
He did say that the spirits were tough, even for their own team. So, wow, you've made a challenge there. But then you see how you do it, and it's like, well, simple. Okay, that kind of takes away the fun if it's that easy.
Right.
But I'll do it because I hate these spirits.
Sakurai really just showed us a full-on walkthrough during this session, during this whole stream.
I don't think I ever really had much of a problem with Metal Mario and Ness's father, but Pauline.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, everyone hates Pauline. It's well known how hard that one is.
I honestly found Dr. Wily more difficult. That's just me.
You know, the 9-volt one was one of my hardest ones, but once I just put the assist killer on, it was like it is so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, Pauline was like, Pauline, you would win by pure luck. That was it. Mm-hmm. If you were lucky enough, Peach would just float off to the end of the stage, and you would win.
If you get a hidden block in Mario Party, you win.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It did also talk about how spirits are going to change in the future. So I'm glad that they addressed that, even though a number of people were already pointing that out, specifically Push Dustin. I mean, to me, it doesn't surprise me. What I want to know is, how are they going to change Min Min's spirit battle? That I need to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out on Monday.
We will.
It does bring up a good question regarding about the rematches portion. Was it specified whether or not you can only rematch ones you've beaten, or even if you've lost to them, you can still rematch them?
I think you had to
I don't know if it was specified.
I think it might be like you beat them.
We'll have the screen up to tell us.
Yeah.
I'll find out in the editing, and then we'll see it in the video.
Thank you, video editing.
You are a godsend.
Yeah, I love time travel.
And next up, we have the Amiibos. They still exist.
Joker, though, the Joker Amiibo.
And hey, I'd be okay if Rayman had something like that to keep him up. You know, something cool like that.
No, he just bolted in an ice block. That's it.
Yeah.
A giant ice block. Rayman's just frozen.
That's Rayman's reveal trailer. He finally comes out of the ice block he's been trapped in.
Yeah.
The bottom of Battlefield.
No, he's actually on top of it.
Yeah.
I thought he was below it.
He's on top.
My memory is off then.
It's alright. But yeah, the Joker amiibo looks crazy cool and worth the extra few dollars these amiibos now cost. Hero... I don't know, man. I feel like it needs some RNG to make that thing look really cool for its price.
I mean, they just cost standard price of amiibos, right?
No, they're like...
They're 16.
They're like 15, 16.
Oh, okay. Alright. $3 more. I can't buy a Coke with that.
Still holding out hope that we're gonna see the Banjo-Kazooie amiibo at some point.
Yeah.
Oh,
at that point,
I'm looking forward to that
those
one.
amiibos are like inevitable at this point.
They are, but it's like the one you want to see. I want that Microsoft amiibo.
When Crash gets into Smash, I want to use his. I want to get his amiibo. What do you mean? He already has one. It's from Skylanders.
Do you think that they would actually be able to use that?
If they did, that'd be funny.
Doubtful.
I'm pretty sure they could just put it in. I'm pretty sure like an update would just be like, okay, we now register that amiibo to work with Crash.
I mean, there were the Donkey Kong and Bowser ones that they had the option to switch between Skylander and amiibo functionality.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see what they do. I mean, that also depends on if Crash actually does get into Smash.
Yeah, I prefer Spyro, but that's who I'm rooting for.
A lot of people are really rooting for him and have their expectations setting to like he's to the point where he's almost a lock-in, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Be careful.
Yeah. This is Activision we're talking about.
Yeah, we'll talk about changes to our predictions later on. But Amiibos, just how did you feel about him taunting the fact that about the Zelda and Ganondorf designs that are different? And it's like, wouldn't it be great if we had those? But we won't. Or something like that. It's like,
yeah, he said like, nah, we're good. We did our part. You guys don't need those.
Yeah, you don't need these better looking amiibos. Here's Joker.
There's Joker from Persona 5. You'll enjoy that. I mean, I do.
Especially when you look at especially when you like look at the faces of characters like Marth, like did not age well from their original release. I would really like an updated version of that because his face looks like a muddled mess.
Okay, and then finally they talked about, just for like a little thing that he had to bring up, was bringing the voice actor of Captain Falcon back, who they haven't brought back since the N64 days. You brought him back just to do that line, or not even the line, just to have him eat ramen. Is that how you got him to come over and eat? It's like, or come over and do the lines? It's like, here, have some ramen. Now eat it like you're Captain Falcon.
Yeah, like you're really passionate, like you love ramen. Now, what do you mean you're allergic?
Oh, we didn't tell you that that's what we were paying you in is ramen?
Yeah, that's your food. All right, get out of my house now. We got your lines. Get out of my house now. I'm gonna have to clean my whole house now.
6 foot distance. 6 foot distance. Social distancing. Get out.
I don't care if you voice Vegeta.
And then Captain Falcon would be able to take you out with a Falcon Punch 6 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta admire the fact that he went that extra mile to get him back, when they actually had other characters who have eating voice lines that they could have used. Imagine if they actually put in Snake, who was saying like, tasty, good.
Yeah.
Like, you could have used that and gotten away with it, but hey, if you wanted to go that extra distance and bring somebody in who we haven't brought in for 20 years, that's cool. That shows a level of dedication.
Yeah.
Plus, I guess when you look at it...
Because of course he is.
I guess also when you look at it, Captain Falcon is still the face of Smash, so...
Yeah.
You gotta put him in.
He's a Smash character, right? What's F-Zero?
F-Zero dead.
Oh, back in my day, there were these things called pixels, and you played them on a CTV. CTR. Hold on. I already forgot what it's called.
No old people can't even remember what you played.
Okay. Melee.
Before moving on to our final category, did anybody notice when Sakurai said, we're still developing at least 5 characters? Why do you need to say at least? Do you know what you had done?
What if that's just... What if that could just be like, I was dealing with the translation, probably.
It could be. And I gotta say, though, I actually missed hearing the translator talk for this. It actually felt a bit strange.
Oh.
But
I've been watching things sub for a while, so for recently, I was like, oh, I forgot the narrator was a thing actually.
Oh, trust me.
Used to this.
Oh, trust me. No. I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I'll definitely watch anime and subtitles. but this just felt weird because I was so used to it. But the thing is, I did notice earlier in there, he did talk about saying that he still had 5 more characters left to go. Okay, so you said 5 characters right there. But then later on, he says at least 5. And it's like, we know that there's, from the data mine, that there's 4 dummy slots that are still left open. So Sakurai, be careful with what you're saying, please. If that's
I think he's just trying to say, like, we haven't properly concluded whether or not there's gonna be another pass after this, but we can say, like, yeah, you're getting these 5 more. I don't think it's anything like. I think it's like it's just trying to say we're like in a maybe, and we're actually do another one.
See, I feel like he probably shouldn't be saying that because that opens up so many cans of worms.
Yeah. You know, it could also just be like a interesting mistranslation thing.
Yeah, I was thinking that could be the same because even though what I'm about to bring up wasn't a mistranslation, it was more like putting words into his mouth about the whole Mai Shiranui from the Terry Sakurai Presents, where it's good boys and girls when that isn't really what he said. So the whole at least 5 may have not, been exactly what he said, or it could have been. I don't know if anyone's checked to see if that was a mistranslation or not.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody can decide that for us, or can tell us if that is a mistranslation or not, because, my goodness, if he did say at least, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that he's going to do more, but by saying at least, it could mean that he's kind of thought about the idea of adding in more characters.
What have you done to us?
I mean, hey, if you want to put in those 4 more characters for the dummy slots, I'm not going to complain, but it's like, hey, this is all on you, man.
Alright, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Tanuki Mario, and Pink Gold Peach.
4 more Fire Emblems with mustaches, right?
Yeah, it's Martha the Mustache, yeah.
Or just have a French creme. It's a creme brulee.
Yeah. Creme brulee.
I'm not gonna lie though, if we were to get Echoes as those 4 characters, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'll pay extra. They don't have to be in a fighter's pass or anything. I'll take it.
Yes, just selling them individually or just like their own thing. I'm fine
just
with
like
that.
Octoling, Blood Falcon, stuff like that. I'll be fine with those kinds of Echoes.
Yeah, no worries on that one. But if he's like 4 more characters, that could be starting the war all over again. Because let's go into talking about if we have any like final predictions for any of the new characters that could be coming out. Some people are saying like this Fighter's Pass might be fully first-party characters because that's all they can really do during the pandemic, and it's like, you do realize that they picked these characters way before that happened.
Yeah, they picked them.
So whatever characters they pick, they're in lockdown. However, they might be working with the first-party characters first because those are the ones that they are easier to get done at the moment.
Yeah.
But do you think the recent new titles, such as Crash 4, It's About Time, as well as Kingdom Hearts Melody, make these characters seem more like a shoe-in, or do you feel like this is just coincidence?
That's probably just coincidence, being honest.
Yeah, I don't see it adding to their possibilities. Yeah, likelihood possibilities.
Unless it was in-house, like a Nintendo game in-house, then yeah, I don't see it.
You mean like Paper Mario?
That's possible.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, it's hard to say. Like third-party games that get new announcements.
Now to think about it.
It's so weird. It's just like we have to pick and choose what characters are going to be in. No, that's not how this should be working. It's just like, just be careful with how you do it. If you want to say that them getting a new game gives them a better chance to get in, that's all on you on speculation. But don't take it as like this is exactly going to happen.
Yeah.
Be careful. And as much as I would love to say yes, Kingdom Hearts Melody, whatever that's
Memory of Melody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just like I don't think that alone justifies like, oh, Sora's getting in when he already had the huge fan base behind him supporting him.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, I still hope Sora gets in. I just don't think that this confirms it, and I still don't know what to say about Crash.
I still don't know either.
Good luck. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Best of luck to that guy.
Gino, on the other hand, ooh.
Still fair game for him.
Yeah, Gino could either become like a new deluxe Mii costume, or he could become a fighter himself. It really feels like this is his best chance to get in. And it's also...
If we're going to go back, when we're talking about like deluxe Mii costumes, how the 3 that we've had so far have all been Mii Gunners, and Gino was a Mii Gunner when he was a Mii Costume in Smash 4. So if they're going to continue that trend, then maybe, but I hope and pray that it does not happen, that Gino's actually a character, because not only am I sick of Mii Gunner Mii Costumes, but I don't want to be subjected to that again.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see other characters get, or the other Mii Costumes, the other Mii fighters, actually get these kind of deluxe costumes. And I'm just saying this as an example, please don't hate me, but imagine if Rayman was actually a deluxe Mii Brawler. Like, he just has like a big goofy head.
Timeline you've created.
Like, it's a big goofy head, he has the detached arms and legs, or hands and feet. Maybe he gets a music track, I don't know. But I could see that happening in the worst case scenario that he doesn't become a playable character. That's what I'm saying. You have plenty of characters that could be Mii sword fighters. I've heard Hollow Knight is a very popular pick. I had the idea that, what if they actually did try to put in Overwatch characters as Mii fighters? Like, I would love it if they had Doomfist as a Mii brawler. I guess they could have Tracer as a Mii gunner, but as
then have like Genji as a swordsman.
Exactly. I think that would be like the best way you could get Overwatch in Smash. Unless they want to prove me wrong.
Alright, somebody timestamp this. Gino ain't ever getting in. You can hold me to that.
Nah, I think Gino has a good chance to get in. But it just feels so up in the air. Because one of the things that really made it interesting in Gino's case was last year when they started copywriting some music tracks from Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. With one of those tracks, I think they only did 2 of them. One of the tracks was The Battle with Smithy, and the other one was Beware the Forest Mushroom, which is usually the theme song associated with Gino.
Is that the one with Gino in it?
Yeah, that's the one with Gino in it. So something seems to be up with that. We don't know. Maybe it's going to be a deluxe Mii fighter that comes with a music track. Maybe it'll be Maybe it'll be Gino as an actual fighter that gets with 2 of those tracks being added.
What if instead Gino didn't get in, but we got a Mario RPG remake? which I mean, still a W. Still a W in some way.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. However, going by how Square Enix doesn't really give us any remixes, that does feel like if Gino got in, those are his 2 tracks that they would give him.
Yeah, the only 2. Congratulations.
So I don't know.
If it's a Mario stage, they probably just include other tracks for that stage, probably.
Yeah, you could actually add all the other Mario tracks to it. So it's like it's a Square Enix with the most Mario with the most music tracks, all from Mario.
Yeah. They space them out. They space out where the tracks are on the menu, so you can't even just screenshot them 2 together and just say this is the whole thing.
Pretty much. I mean, if Gino got in, we know darn well it's going to be the Mario icon anyway.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think? What are your expectations going into this? What characters do you think or hope that are going to be DLC?
If I were to make a bet, I know at the very least like 2 more first-party characters.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, maybe like what's it called? At least 1 third-party character this roster.
At least 1. We still have 5 more to go.
Yeah, at least 1. If they're all going to be Bowser, they're all going to be the Koopalings, the rest of them.
As for me, I am banking on at least. I think I agree with ED on this, that 2 more first-party reps, possibly 3. I don't know about maybe a 3rd one, but 2's definitely. But I'm definitely banking on a new Xenoblade rep, possibly, if it's not going to be like the whole Rex, Pyra, and Mythra thing, because I know there was the whole thing saying that Rex was considered for the original roster, but then that's why he got the Mii costume for the Virus Pass 1. So I don't know if he would be the choice, like somehow be upgraded miraculously because of that statement. So I think it could be one of 3 possibilities. Number 1, it could be Jin and Laura from the Torna expansion. It could be Melia because of the whole future connected thing, or maybe even Xenoblade 3. Or Xenoblade X if we want to talk about Elma, but X is kind of... People forget about X.
Yeah, we do. I still haven't beaten it. And then, what do you think about like the third parties? If you had to guess, who would you play?
I don't even know. Like, Part of me would just like to see Master Chief just to see people lose their minds.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening.
I know that would be like a big reaction in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I think I'm at least hoping that we'll get a Bandai Namco rep.
Yes.
Because we desperately need a second one. And if it's not Lloyd, then maybe Klonoa, maybe Cosmos? I don't know.
Those would be my guesses. Although I'm surprised, well, I mean, they could always try to put somebody from Soul Calibur in.
That's true.
Yeah.
There would be Nightmare, Talon, someone like that.
Yeah, someone who just kind of like represents Soul Calibur. I don't think they'd be putting in Ivy, though.
No, that's not happening.
Smash is for good boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Yeah, dang. It's like,
I think that Nightmare would be like the best representation because you think of Soul Calibur and he's like the big bad you usually have to have at the center of the story. Plus, he's technically a villain if you don't count like his light side counterpart, which I'm not going to get into. So that would be a first for not even third-party villain, but like for the DLC.
Right, because we don't have a villain for DLC.
Oh.
What's it called? It's kind of hard for me to like separate just like those that have a chance and those I personally want because I just want to go in the timeline where Phoenix
You can
Wright
do
and
both.
Smash.
You can do both. Just say the ones you want.
I just want to live in the timeline where Phoenix Wright and Smash, but like I don't know how the chances of that actually are.
I mean, like Phoenix Wright almost sounds like he's one of the top contenders for a Capcom pick at this point.
Yeah.
Because who else are they going to use? A Monster
Amaterasu.
Hunter? Like they could. I mean, they could try a Monster Hunter, but I feel like Byleth already had the moveset that he could have had.
Yeah.
Amaterasu, I'm not entirely sure if you
Maybe.
can really get that to work in Smash, but then again, we do have Ivysaur, so
Yeah.
maybe. I would love to see Beautiful Joe, but he's just so outdated, I don't think it's going to happen.
Do you think Wonder Red still has a chance?
I don't think so.
It really depends on how they implement him, because it may look a bit weird if he's using the fist, but it doesn't really have the wonderful ones in it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could take some creative liberties, and as much as I would love to see Wonder Red be a playable character, I just feel like that is such a long shot at this moment.
I think a Nintendo character is gonna get in, but that's risky. Risky thinking.
You don't say.
Risky thinking, man. I'm pulling it out. Let's see.
Name your sources.
Cite your sources.
The Reset Era. The Game Facts. The 4chan.
Like, all of them are for this pass, all of them are Nintendo characters except for the last one, which is the third party to switch things up.
Completely possible. Everything's fair game right now.
Like, by the fourth one, everyone's just like the rule, like, okay, the rule is it's all going to be Nintendo characters. And then it continues with the fifth and the sixth. Oh, it's third party. Dang it. I was wrong.
Yeah, we can't make predictions like that. It's just way too overcomplicated, but it's fun to speculate.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to take, I mean, I still have the characters I want. Obviously, I'm still hoping assist trophies can get promoted. I just want Bomberman so much. I'll even take that Mii costume. But that's such a pipe dream at the moment. I'm really hoping that if we do get a second Bandai Namco character, it will be Lloyd Irving. Like, please, he's got to get in there. I would love it if Sora is the surprise character that makes everybody go crazy.
Yeah. That'll definitely be hype.
I'm still hoping Rayman gets in so we can finally see what he's going to play like.
Yeah.
I mean,
I personally want Rayman a lot. But...
I mean, the Duke of Dorks has already made like a really good moveset list for it, but and while I can kind of understand that, I still need to like see it in action.
Yeah.
I when it comes to first-party characters, I think Paper Mario and a Pokemon rep are definitely the top contenders.
We're probably getting the Pokemon rep. That's inevitable.
Even though I'm not happy about the possibility of a Pokemon rep, I pretty much have to accept it at this point.
At this point, it's gonna happen. We had to accept it.
I mean, I didn't want a Fire Emblem, but we had got that. So.
Yeah, we got.
At this point, it'll be more surprising if they don't get in.
Yeah, that'd be the bigger shock.
Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to pick or put Dante on there from the Capcom list. My bad, guys. Please don't kill me.
Dante from the Devil May Cry
I wasn't
series,
even thinking of Dante.
Yeah, I completely forgot about him after Byleth.
Alright, who's gonna say him?
Darn it. Okay, so see, I remembered. It took me a while, but I remembered. As for other characters, oof.
No, I still remember. Real quick, just to go back to Dante. I remember, like, what's it called? the whole thing of DMC3, that announcement thing that was happening around at the same day as the Smash announcement.
Yeah.
And then afterward, I was just like, wait, you guys actually thought that would be linked to this? I thought you were joking. It's like, wait, y'all made a serious prediction with that. I thought it was just a joke that same day Dante's in Smash.
Even the guy that was in charge of doing the port said, no, this is not linked to Smash, and anyway, don't get your hopes up.
I guess that's really all I can think of at the moment, is just like, those are my characters. I really want to see Bomberman, Lloyd, and Sora get in. Those are my 3 top picks at the moment. I'm pretty much okay with anybody else, as long as they bring something really unique to the game. I don't know, man. It's just at this moment, it's like, those are my 3. I'm just kind of hoping to see what we get. Gino would be great, just so we can finally get that out of the way. Rayman would also be really great, just so, once again, we get that out of the way. So I guess those are my 5 characters, even though I know Bomberman has basically no shot. I'm not giving up hope, but I'm not giving him up on my list either.
I say Professor Layton, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
Put Sakurai himself into Smash.
They could make a...
Yeah, the Mii's.
Yeah.
Mii's, yes.
Actually, I was going to say they could make a Professor Layton Mii.
Yeah, I see that happening at this point.
It's possible. I'd be fine with that at this point.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Just give me one track as a Layton track.
I mean, like, his head is perfect for, like, the mascot typeface, so just do that. For a deluxe Mii costume, include a Professor Layton song, boom, I'd be happy.
Happy with that, come on.
That's all we need. That's all we're asking for.
That's all I need, really.
Okay, so, I guess the only other thing I can ask is, when do you think we're going to even have the next clue as to when our next fighter is?
I give it like 2 or 3. I give it like 3 or 4 months. Or like 2, actually 2 or 3.
I'm going to say, you know what? We might get another announcement, maybe in August.
Yeah, that sounds right.
With everything going on, especially, I'd say like late August to mid-September.
Yeah.
By that, I mean, that's not when we're going to get our character, that's when we're going to get the announcement of it. Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that they're only working on one character at a time. And if they are, oh man, we're going to be here for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Terry like announced like 2 months before his release?
Yep. Okay, so with all that said, I think we can wrap things up here. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Min Min and who you hope gets the invite next. Later, everyone.